internet guide around, right at home. Quite simply, it's the ultimate internet experience. Shaw at Home, the next wave of high-speed internet.
If you've been looking for that hard-to-find, used or out-of-print book, you're going to love this next amazing website. abebooks.com is a remarkable site which features the world's largest selection of hard-to-find or used books on the internet. And with me is Cathy Waters. She's the Director of Marketing and Promotion.
Hi.
Cathy, how you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
Firstly, Cathy, can you tell me what prompted you to create the AB Books website?
Well, I was a bookseller here in Victoria, and I was having troubles finding books for my customers, and I was using one service, and it was real expensive. And we went out for dinner one night with these friends of ours, and they're both mainframe, my husband and his partner are mainframe database designers. And I said, come on, guys, you know, you can do it better, you can do it cheaper.
Of course, yeah.
So they started thinking about it, and they thought, yeah, this is something that they could do, and took them 8 months to get it on the web, and it's been growing steadily ever since.
That's amazing. How many do you know? How many hits do you get a day, or how many people visit your website?
Between 300 and 500,000 people a day. We get
Wow.
between 300,000 and 500,000 hits.
That's
So,
incredible. So
yeah.
is that all searches for new books, or?
It's searches, it's just using the services on the site, you know, just browsing, you know, someone's going to another town, and they can look at the booksellers in that town, so they can, you know, plot their course when they're going on vacation.
So explain the site to me. Is it really a search engine of all the books in the world, or what is it?
It's a search engine of our booksellers' data. We've got roughly 3,300 booksellers from 21 countries listing 7.4 million books on our website. And it's not all of their books. It's just what they think is good enough to be put on the net, or, you know, and it takes time to do all that data entry. So
yeah. 7.4 million books?
yeah.
Oh.
Bound to find what you're looking for.
Well, what if I was searching for something like the Canterbury Tales? Do you think I would have any luck in finding that? Really?
Definitely.
Oh.
Maybe not a first edition, after all. One of them went at was it Sotheby's or Christie's auction recently for, you know, 7 million or something.
Oh, so I couldn't pick it up for
No.
$14.95.
No, not a first.
Okay. So some of the countries, what types of countries are actually putting books?
Well, our largest, of course, is the U.S., followed by Canada, England, Australia. They're the main core. But we have booksellers in Belgium, France, Spain, Brazil, Italy. Quite a few Swedish booksellers, I think 4 or 5
Now,
from
these
the Netherlands.
books, are they all in English? Now, if I was searching for a particular book and I happen to find it in Sweden, for example, would it be in English, or do they actually sell them in the native language?
It's the bookseller's choice. I mean, if it is a foreign language book, it's more than likely they're going to list it in that language. We have a bookseller in Belgium, and all his books are listed in French because that's his language.
Well, that's good.
And, hey, go for it.
Exactly. Well, it's important to know that it is actually listed in that language. They do tell you that it is listed in Russian.
Yeah.
Rather, okay, well, that's good.
Even sometimes if it is a foreign language edition, the bookseller may put it in English, but, you know, the description in English, but they'll indicate this book is in French, or, you know, so that you will know what you're buying.
Oh, that's great. What if I'm searching for a book, let's say something on the Titanic, and I don't find anything? Yeah, okay, that was a bit of a joke. But
Yeah.
if I don't find anything right away, what can I do? Can I ask somebody else to search for it, or can I put up something saying, hey, I'm interested in this book, could you get it for me?
Well, what we do is if you can't find the book you're looking for, you can create an account for yourself free of charge on the website and leave the book there. We call it a want. And what happens is that your want will be matched with all the new books coming in every night, and what will happen is you'll get an email message telling you that the book is available, who has it, their sales conditions, and everything.
So
and you can leave up to 100 wants free of charge.
100 wants free of charge, so I don't have to sit there and surf every single day, get back on the internet. It just emails me.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fantastic. That's going to be great for people doing school projects, like students. Oh, that is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
What other types of things do you have on your website? I noticed, what if I have a bunch of books in my basement and I want to sell them? Can I use your website to sell them?
Yes, you could. But one of the big things about the bookselling industry is that if you don't know your stuff, you shouldn't be in it.
Oh.
Because it is important that you need to know what you're selling. You need to know if it's a first edition. You need to know books. We do have people who have listed books, and they'll list maybe 25 books, and they don't sell them. They go off of our system. We've instituted a bookseller agreement so that our booksellers, or actually the buying public, will become more confident with buying on our website from our booksellers. We have a code of ethics in it, and we have standards that they have to meet in order to keep their data up to date. So if you're going to become a bookseller with us, you fill out, you know, our bookseller application form, and then you have to read through the agreement. And if you agree, you can become a bookseller. If you don't agree to it, you don't.
Oh, okay. So you instill quality.
Yes, we're trying to instill confidence and quality in what we have, because a lot of times you may call up the bookseller, you know, you've been looking for this for 10 years, you go, oh my God, I found it, and you call up the bookseller, oh, I'm sorry, it's sold.
Oh.
And that's very disheartening. So we would like our booksellers to keep their inventories more up to date. You know, sometimes they do weekly updates, but if they're selling 100 books, that weekly update isn't enough. So we encourage them to, you know, update every 3 days.
Oh, see, that's nice, because that was one of the questions I was going to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know if it's current information when you're actually going and doing your searches?
We encourage them to keep it as up to date as possible. You know, I mean, sometimes a popular book will come up, and then the bookseller's phone just starts ringing,
right.
And you know, the first person who got there gets the book. You know, that's just the way of the business. And what I used to do as a bookseller when I was selling books online is that I would say, I'm sorry, I've sold this book. It is on hold for a customer. Can I take your name and phone number in case it doesn't sell, in case the deal falls through for whatever reason, and then. I've done that. You know, the deal has fallen through, and I've sold it to the next person in line.
Oh, that's great. Do you have any idea of how many books you actually sell online that get sold through your service?
Well, it's a very subjective thing. We keep track of the orders that go through, and we have maybe 2,500 to 3,000 orders placed through our system a day. But that isn't necessarily the case, because some people will find this book and go, oh my God, and like I say, pick up the phone and call, or
right.
they'll fax it. So we don't have an accurate way of knowing how many are being sold.
That's just a minimum.
Yeah, but as an example, I checked the system on Wednesday, and we had 7.7 million books, and now we have 7.4. So people have gone through and cleaned up their data and removed the sold books. And
well, Cathy, you've got so much on your website, I can't even begin to start. I do encourage you at home to check it out. It's absolutely amazing. Now, 2 things quickly I wanted to go through. Home pages. You've got something, generate a free homepage on the internet. What is that about?
Well, we allow booksellers or anyone in the book business to create a free homepage for themselves, and they can do with it whatever they wish. They can register it with search engines and whatnot. It basically tells them about their business. We have collectors who create their own homepages so that they can put it out there, and people who are looking to sell books, and oh, this guy's a Civil War collector. I've got a whole pile. I'll get in touch with them. It gives them that ability. And a lot of booksellers don't have access to what we have here in Victoria with all our internet providers and all the services.
Right.
You know, so this gives them a way to promote their business, just one more way to promote their business.
Fantastic. And another thing I noticed was something called Homebase.
Homebase, yeah, that's our software product. We determined that not everybody had a product to use, especially if they were just coming into the business. So we created this product, and it's a basic inventorying package, keeps track of books, wants, and their customers. And the wants associated with those customers. They can do reports, and they can actually upload to the other services. That's how generous we are.
I was going to say, is this free? Are you giving this for free?
It's free, yeah. Doesn't cost a thing. You can download it off our page. When I go to book fairs, I have about 150 discs, and I hand it out and instructions on how to upload it. And
so who needs to open a bookstore when you've got the internet?
Well, you know, that's kind of it.
Well, you certainly revolutionized the industry, haven't you?
Well, we've made some changes. You know, a lot of people who have been in the business for a while, and they don't really want to have a storefront anymore, and they found out that, hey, they're not doing too badly on the web. I think I'll close my storefront. But I think it's also generating more interest in used books.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, you can get them cheaper, and you can get the treasures. I mean, you can find those treasures from your childhood.
That's right.
That you
and
wouldn't
pass
find.
Them on, and pass them on to your children.
Yeah, and I think it's actually encouraging more people to buy and
improving our
read.
Economy and everything.
Yeah,
well, thank you very much, Cathy
problem.
Waters. We're going to have Cathy back. We do want to talk about how to search for a book and actually get into the details. And you're the expert, that's for sure. So if you're looking for a used or hard to find book on the internet, by all means check out abe.com, babybooks.com. Cathy's lovely site. It's wonderful. I'm Sue Connors for Shaw at Home. Stay with us. Coming up next is more exciting web links.